Games can be innocent. Games can be fun. They bring families together, create laughter, and build memories. But beware, some games bite back. The Ouija board is one such game. It's not just a game, it's a tool, a mysterious artifact. It's a portal, some say, a doorway to the unknown, to realms beyond our understanding. It allows spirits to cross over, to whisper secrets to the living. Secrets that can be both fascinating and terrifying. But some secrets are best left buried. Disturbing them can bring unforeseen consequences. These are the stories of those who dared to play and live to regret it. Stories of fear, of encounters with the unknown, and of the chilling aftermath. The old house stood empty, shrouded in shadow, its windows like dark, hollow eyes watching the world outside. Inside, 4 friends huddled in the dusty attic, their breaths visible in the cold, stale air. Mark, Sarah, David, and Emily, each with a mix of excitement and trepidation on their faces. Their faces flickered in the dim candlelight as they set up the makeshift board, the room filled with an eerie glow. An old piece of plywood, painted with letters and numbers, lay between them, a portal to the unknown. A teacup, their guide into the unknown, sat in the center, waiting to reveal secrets. Nervous laughter filled the air, a thin veil over their growing fear, as they prepared to ask their first question. At first, it was just harmless fun. The planchette moved slowly, hesitantly, spelling out silly answers. But then, it started to gain speed. The air grew heavy, the candlelight flickering wildly. The temperature plummeted. A cold wind seemed to whip around them, though the attic windows were nailed shut. Their laughter died in their throats, replaced by a suffocating dread. "Who are you?" Emily's voice trembled as she asked the question, her eyes wide with fear. The room was silent, the only sound the faint rustling of the wind outside. She glanced at her friends, their faces pale and tense, waiting for a response. Emily whispered, her voice trembling. The air felt thick with anticipation, every second stretching into an eternity. They had heard stories about the Ouija board, but none of them had truly believed it until now. The planchette danced across the board, finally landing on a single chilling word: help. The word seemed to echo in their minds, a desperate plea from the other side. They exchanged nervous glances, unsure of what to do next. A blood-curdling scream split the night. It was a sound that seemed to come from everywhere and nowhere, filling the room with a sense of dread. They froze, their hearts pounding in their chests. Mark, his eyes wide with terror, pointed to the corner of the room. His hand shook as he tried to form words, but all that came out was a strangled gasp. The others followed his gaze, their fear mounting. A shadowy figure, barely discernible in the darkness, stood watching them. It was as if the shadows themselves had come to life, taking on a menacing form. The figure didn't move, but its presence was overwhelming. They scrambled to their feet, knocking over the board and candle, plunging the attic into darkness. Panic set in as they fumbled for the door, their breaths coming in short, frantic gasps. The darkness seemed to close in around them, suffocating and relentless. They didn't stop running until they were far from the house, the chilling whisper of "help me" echoing in their ears. The night air was cold, but it did little to calm their racing hearts. They knew they had encountered something beyond their understanding. The game was over, but the fear lingered, a chilling reminder of the night they dared to play. They vowed never to speak of it again, but the memory of that night would haunt them forever, a dark shadow in the corners of their minds.